Good evening, everyone, and welcome to The News Now. We look a little bit different today because it is election results day. We are in the election center because we have a lot of news that we're covering. We have a brief update for you. This right here, the GOP gubernatorial runoff, has just been decided. Our Lieutenant Governor, Casey Cagle, just conceded to Mr. Kemp. So I know right now it says 23% of precincts reporting that Kemp will win. That number has been recently updated, and just before we went on, the current Lieutenant Governor, Casey Cagle, receded, meaning Brian Kemp will become Georgia's next governor.
And these are reports just coming in, a lot of very fluid situation right now. So we're working to get all that information confirmed. This literally just happening within the last couple of minutes. We also have the results for the Wayne County Commissioner District 3. Those results are in. Mike Roberts winning by 54% of the vote. Farrell Cooksey taking only 46% of the vote. And of course, other races that we're following right now. I'm following Lieutenant Governor, the Lieutenant Governor race. If we can pull up the iPad there and show you, looks like right now they're neck and neck. Jeff Duncan, about 50% of the vote. David Schaefer, about 49% of the vote, but only 44 precincts reporting right now. Then, of course, we're also following the Secretary of State's race. David Belle Isle, 37% of the vote right now. And then Brad, if you can see here, and be with us, bear with us, folks. This is just updating as this information is coming in. So give it 1 minute. Like we said, Belle Isle coming in right now. So here, if we can show you this, let's see. Brad Raffensperger, 62%. But again, only 45% of the votes reporting right now, precincts reporting. Then we're also following state superintendent race, the Democratic race there. That was a runoff. Sid Chapman right now taking 39%. And then Thornton, the Democrat candidate, taking there about 60%. So we're going to continue to follow this. We're going to continue to work and get that confirmed regarding the lieutenant governor's race. We want to send it back to you now, Romney.
All right, so as Elizabeth just said, there are, of course, a lot of changing developments. I just looked it up while she was speaking. At 8:34 p.m., right before we went on live with you guys, that is when Lieutenant Governor Cagle called Brian Kemp to officially concede, and he called to congratulate him. Now, of course, those are the two men vying to become the next Republican governor. Of course, we'll vote in November. But let me give you a quick look right quick. So right now we have Brian Kemp, who actually we are learning is going to become the next governor of Georgia. Of course, Kemp is the current Secretary of State, and he is endorsed by President Donald Trump. That was a huge endorsement that just came up. So, you know, we had looks inside both watch parties, but really it's all about this race right now statewide. And keep in mind for everyone that this has changed because now we know who will be the next gubernatorial candidate. And since Mr. Kemp is going to accept, of course, his official nomination, we know who he'll face off with in November. And her name is Stacey Abrams. Now, during the primary, Abrams got more than 70% of the vote over Stacey Evans. So keep in mind that if she wins, she will become the first female governor of the state of Georgia, and she'll also become the first black female governor ever in the country. Again, Stacey Abrams is the Democratic nominee for governor, and she will compete against Brian Kemp. Over to Elizabeth now.
And a GOP watch party is happening right now at Bowtie Barbecue in Savannah. We want to go to our Danielle Lawan, who is there. Danielle.
Elizabeth, a lot of the races that you just walked through, a big heated race today with runoffs within the Republican Party. I'm here at this watch party. They're right inside over this fence. I did catch up with the manager who says they do not want this restaurant, the Bowtie Barbecue restaurant, to take sides in this race. They're not letting us inside right now to film, but this Republican watch party is right over this fence. I don't know if you can hear them all eating, drinking right now, celebrating, some of them, Brian Kemp as the next Georgia governor. We're tracking a lot of these Republican runoff races. The race that I'm staying tuned to today is this Savannah-Chatham County School Board president between Joe Buck and Betty Morgan. I'll continue to track that. I'm checking in, Romney, as well with you on these updated precincts reported results. They have not reported anything for that race, but we'll stay here at this watch party as more of these Republican results come in, and also I'll stay tuned to that president runoff race. For now, reporting in Savannah, Danielle Lawan, back to you guys in the studio.
And again, we're following the latest on the governor's race right now. We want to show you, I just pulled this up on the Secretary of State's website. These are the votes coming in and precincts reporting. The red indicates the counties in which that Secretary Brian Kemp took. The blue counties represent the majority of votes that Casey Cagle received. So it looks like right now reporting, again, we're only at 73 precincts reporting at 159, but Cagle with 31% of the votes, and then Brian Kemp with 68% of the votes. Again, we'll continue to follow this throughout the evening and send it back to you, Rami.
All right, so that's the big state news. But locally, the big race we're watching is the Savannah-Chatham County School Board presidential race. So 5 candidates chased after the spot, but after the May primary, there are now 2 finalists. Voters had the chance today to choose between Joe Buck and Betty Morgan. Of course, as soon as we get closer to the results of that race, we will let you know. And we know it's important to you since the decision will directly impact your children who are in the Savannah-Chatham County school system. Well, as you can tell from this particular digital newscast, a lot of things are developing right now. Our coverage continues on all of our digital platforms, including our website, WTOC.com, and the WTOC News app. We will be back in less than an hour with even more updated results for you.